Conor McGregor pleaded guilty yesterday to dangerous driving, and at the end of this video I have a question for you, and I would appreciate if you answered the question in the comments below on my YouTube channel or anywhere else. So McGregor was found to have engaged in an appalling dangerous driving incident. He jumped a red light, he sped in and out of traffic, almost caused a collision in March 2022, and the arresting guard said that he had to travel at 160 kilometers per hour to catch him in order to arrest him. The judge in this case in Blanchardstown District Court said that this is an appalling series of breaches of the road traffic rules and an appalling episode of dangerous driving. He imposed a 5-month sentence, jail sentence, but he suspended it on condition that McGregor keeps the peace for 2 years. He fined him fines totaling €5,000 and a 2-year driving ban. So notwithstanding the fact that the judge found that this was an appalling series of breaches of the road traffic rules and an appalling episode of dangerous driving, he gave him a fully suspended sentence. Oh, you might say, what about the €5,000 fine? Put into context McGregor's net worth. He's apparently one of the most wealthiest men on the planet, and certainly one of the wealthiest sportspersons on the planet. What about a 2-year driving ban? Given McGregor's resources and given his wealth, his published and widely accepted wealth, having a driver driving him around for 2 years is not going to be too huge a burden on him. And yesterday McGregor was seen to be driven off in his Bentley in the car in which he caused these offences by his driver. What's remarkable in my view though, and the question that I want you to answer in the comments below is, well, before we get to the question, let's just have a look. He was initially charged with 2 counts of dangerous driving at the N4 M50 interchange in Palmerstown, Lucan Road. There was various other charges as well, including being uninsured, having no licence, etc. But he produced documents eventually and those charges were struck out. He ended up then with 1 charge of dangerous driving and 1 charge of careless driving, I believe, and he pleaded guilty to these 2 remaining offences. The Garda who arrested him gave evidence that he was travelling at in excess of 160 kilometres per hour trying to catch this vehicle. When he stopped McGregor, McGregor said to him, "Are you taking the piss?" Initially he said McGregor refused on the M50 to pull over, but eventually he did. When the Garda got him then, or was speaking to him, he said that he had to be told 6 or 7 times to get out of his car. He also refused to open his door, but the officer, the Garda, reached in and opened it, and he eventually got out and to be arrested. The Garda agreed then with Mr. Stanton for Mr. McGregor that he was cooperative when taken to a Garda station and was found to be negative for intoxicants. The remarkable thing here though, and the question is, and what I found surprising, was that McGregor has 20 previous convictions. 20, including 17 for road traffic offences. So here we have a case where he has 17 previous road traffic convictions. A judge describing this as an appalling series of driving events or incidences and an appalling event of dangerous driving. And yet he gives him a fully suspended sentence. The question is this: if McGregor was an unknown, working in a factory, working on a building site as perhaps a security guard, doing shifts in a restaurant or in a pizza joint, or was some sort of a short order cook in a pizza parlour, if that driver came from Darndale or Ballymun or Rolandstown or Finglas or some socially deprived area in Cork or Limerick, would he have got a fully suspended sentence? In mitigation, the judge refers to McGregor pleading guilty. That's the mitigation. His counsel said McGregor was aware of the danger he caused to others and himself. The judge said that the accused was now remorseful, but his driving on the day was persistent, prolonged and deliberate. He noted mitigating factors, including a guilty plea. What other mitigating factors the judge noted isn't clear from the reporting in the Irish Times. because the Irish Times only mentions the guilty plea. But in any case, the judge decided that it was appropriate to meet this matter by way of a suspended sentence, and only just. There you have it. I'd be interested in your views in the comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube. If, as I say, it was a different individual with 20 previous convictions, including 17 for road traffic offences, and given the description of the appalling episode of dangerous driving, would the driver have got a fully suspended sentence? And to put it in context, the £5,000 fine for McGregor, I mean, given his wealth, the £5,000 is the same as giving most people a €50 fine. Anyway, I'd be interested to hear your views down below. Do you think it's a fair sentence? Do you think he should have gone to jail? Do you think he should have got a fully suspended sentence? Or do you think the judge got it absolutely spot on?